What is up, everybody?
Baby.
Welcome to Friday night, 3 Men in the Basement. I am your host, Nemesis Prime. We lost Otto in the Speed Force, unfortunately, on Friday. So at the 3 Men tonight. So first, down there in the cave, what's going on, Dave in the cave?
What's up, boys and girls? Happy Friday. Let's do it.
And we did not do the matching Spine Ticks shirts. So shout out to the Spine Ticks crew. And to that side, our man up in the cranky Canadian, Roger Levesque. What's going on, my man?
Everybody, today I'm sporting the powdered tumbler, Spidey powder tumblers. If you don't know who he is, the man, the myth. I hope everybody's ready for a good time. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, some cool shit to show off, and hanging out with the chat.
Definitely. Yeah. So who we got in the chat, man?
All right. Well, first, right off the bat, Sith Lordly, the man, that everybody knows as the Nickelback promoter. The man for Spine Ticks, Emerald Knight, Victoria Pajak. We have gotta get through the chat here. Otto popped in for a little bit. Poor Otto, he had an issue with one of his kids, so he had to duck out tonight. So we are definitely missing him. Raider Bear. We have David a Cave in here. Six Face Comics Sydney. What is going on, buddy? We have, I gotta get through the original chat here. Lady Sith Lordly. I don't know how she puts up with him. Kind of not very many women like men who like Nickelback.
Oh,
Joey
it's going hard.
It's gonna be a good show then.
Joey does comics. What's going on, brother? Kid. I mean, I know what I was doing at his age, and it definitely was not putting out good content about comic books.
Yeah.
Let me see.
good.
We got.
Oh, shout out
Roger
to Jeff Smith for a $10 super chat. Ready for some karate chops.
Right off the bat.
So we definitely have some stuff tonight, guys. Unfortunately, I'll tell you, we're not doing a CGC unboxing due to the rain here in New Jersey. Mine did not come, and Otto, of course, is not here to show off his stuff. So we apologize about that, but we're going to be a full pack show, a lot of news. So
let me finish with the chat here. I only made it about halfway through. So the coworker, Jesus Ortiz, amazing Murfinator. We have Guy Forge from Pressable Defects. Those boys just hit 1,000 subs. Congratulations to Matt and the Butcher and Guy Forge. You guys well deserved. Great content, and that last show was amazing. That dude with the claymation, that dude with the clay statues. Yeah, I mean,
so
you couldn't get much more lifelike. It was like I was watching, what are those Wallace and Gromit claymation shows.
Claymation, yep.
Chinmo. Let me see. We got Matt Forge is in the house. Existential. First time I see that name.
Nailed
Deep
it.
Dive Comics, Spark Comics, Bad Spaz, Jeff Silver Smith, Jake Sopinski, Shane Cooper, Mr. Gretzky 9966. What's up, my brother from the north? Let's see. Go back down here. We have. I think that's it. I think we're caught up. If I didn't hit you up, then I apologize. Keep. Street Side Anthony just joined in. What's up, brother? If you're in, the B man just joined. Well, we'll get to you. Keep commenting, and we'll make sure. I'm gonna make sure I'm paying attention to the chat tonight. And we're man from Beantown in there.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on tonight, guys. So make sure you get your wallets ready. Throw out some specs. I'm going to throw out some Star Wars news. We're going to talk about some Marvel stuff and some DC stuff. So, but first, we always like to show off some books. So we have a little bit of an AOK as well as the Box Heroes box from our man Roger. So Roger, let's put you on the big screen.
All right, let's
see what you got.
So the first couple I got here, I did show off in the Cranky Canadian, but I again want to say to Copy 801, he sent me after the debacle with Unknown Comics, I got a wonderful AOK a few weeks ago from the Cleavers that included the two Virgins, and he noticed that this one wasn't there, so he got me the trade dress. He sent me this one, and he sent me this
Ultimates.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
It's a what do you call it? Oh my god,
trade paperback.
Trade paperback. There you go. Thank you very much. And these next ones are literally all from the coworker, Jesus Ortiz. We work together. the man maybe had one comic until we met. He was a pop guy, and now he's got like 4 long boxes and a couple shorts. His
Nice.
wife's not very happy, so he gifted me this one.
Nice. Adam Hughes.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Love it.
Very nice. Ah, there you go.
The one.
I just saw that.
Sent me 2 versions, yes.
Oh.
So I have not read the 3 Joker story, but I do have 1 and 2, so I'm able to read those now. So that's pretty cool. So
Nice.
and then
Yeah, I actually
did,
sent that Adam Hughes. I actually sent that in the CGC for a pre-screen 9.8. Sent in a couple of those Batman 1027 or Detective Comics 1027. So
you've already gotten them back, or you have
no, I
part of
just
what
sent
you have
that,
out
literally
now?
just sent them out today. So I think I sent like 2 or 3 of them: the Delato one, the Hughes one, and I think Campbell as well. So
Yeah,
Nice.
I have about a 10 book stack I'm getting ready to send out to get pressed, and I think I'm going to add that one to it.
sweet.
So here's my Boxed Heroes. I got this yesterday. I've not opened it. I have no idea what's in it.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Always the Box Heroes.
Oh, I like this one. This is a different card. It's got background.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, that's cool.
That's really dope.
It's definitely like
It's like was that the Killing Joke Joker on that? That was pretty cool if it was. Kinda.
Yeah, the gangster. Or,
Yeah,
that's
I like
the
that.
gangster one. They
That's
should have
cool.
given the Torch one where he's got the Hawaiian shirt on.
all right. So here, good old Boxed Heroes.
Shout out to the 45 people with us chilling tonight. Thank you for joining us on this
All right.
Friday evening.
So I don't know if this is the same, but 3 Jokers variant.
All right.
All right. So if it's the coworker just gifted that. So this is going to be given away Monday night on Cranky Canadian.
Boom.
Carr Andrews zombie variant champions.
That's
Oh,
cool.
nice.
We have a Venom 27.
Ooh, it's that
Yeah.
3rd print, right?
Yeah, it's the 3rd print right there.
Is that good?
I think it's
Could
some
be.
money.
Yeah. 3rd printing. You're right. Man, you guys. Like an eye on that, boy. Yes. All right. I got an Alex Ross variant. Oh, this is beautiful.
Ah, nice. The
Oh,
Trembler.
nice.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Amazing Spider-Man 321. Oh, McFarlane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
On
go.
the cover.
Silver Sable, Paladin. Very nice.
Uncanny X-Men 157.
Dope.
Don't know
Nice.
if there's
It's a
any
good old Bronze
significance
Age
to this.
stuff.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Phoenix. It's Phoenix, but she's dead. I don't know how that works.
She's pissed.
Is this? I don't know if this is a trade paperback or what, but Spawn Batman.
No,
Okay.
they just did
It's just
a
like a
prestige
one-shot?
format. Yeah, they did a prestige format. So there's the Spawn Batman, that's the better one, and then there's the Batman Spawn, which is another version. But that's the good one. The Frank Miller and
Nice.
Todd McFarlane. Yeah,
Awesome.
Very
I would
cool.
say that
So
that
it's
looks
just
pretty
like a-
clean.
Yeah, it's really clean, dude. It's like,
Yeah, it's just a one shot. They
holy-
did that in the
holy
90s.
cow. I'm not even going to read it. I'm going to send that in.
Nice.
Cool.
Daredevil 116.
The owl.
Okay. Can't go wrong with some old Daredevil.
Yeah. Oh, look right here. Got a poster.
They're giving posters away,
Yeah,
man.
getting crafted.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi poster.
That's
Nice.
cool.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
You guys see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is my subscriber one. So again, it's the same,
This guy-
the same one the
yeah.
coworker gave me. So I'm going to be giving this away Monday on my 10th episode of Cranky Canadian.
Nice.
So that's my box. That's
Pause.
what they put. That's what they put in my box. I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that's pretty cool. And once again, I am not disappointed with Boxed Heroes.
No,
Yeah.
definitely. You got a lot of good stuff,
that's-
man. That's
yeah.
all new good stuff. The Spawn Batman is
That's
a
pretty
great
cool.
read.
That
So.
thing, that thing's pristine.
So, we talk about, other than these live shows that we do, we always have our haul videos. We always do some comic tours. Cranky Canadian is another show. Roger, your next show is what? This upcoming Monday.
Yes,
right?
this Monday. Yeah,
Who did you
PM.
have? Who did you have? I can't even do this. Who did you have on this past week?
This past week, I had Sith Lordly of Spine Ticks on the show, and it was a fun time. We had a good time.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was a great guest, and a good sport.
All right, and we did learn some stuff about Sith, right?
We learned a lot of stuff.
So, if you can actually watch the full video on the Cranky Canadian on Monday on the Rewind, but I did pull this quick clip.
Hold on, before you do that,
Oh.
let's give the butcher Sith watches stream and with the volume off while pumping. This is how you remind me from Nickelback.
Well,
Thank you so much, Jay, for the $5 super chat. We would usually play the Star Wars, but we're gonna go into something else instead.
yeah. So
for your pleasure.
again, we did pull a little clip through in this information. We learned some stuff about our man Sith Lordly. So let's take a quick look right now.
You always see like a movie or there's a music exec who has a gold record. Your boy Sith actually has 4 gold records from my time in the music business for 500,000 records sold. I used to be in the music industry, and I used to work on the, managing talent and that sort of thing.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red? And what the hell is on Joey's head? This is where I grew up.
Oh my God, Sith, you were just a great promoter of Nickelback,
Yeah.
man.
Man, I can't believe they didn't keep you on, brother. I mean, you should have been on tour with them right now.
I
That's
was-
amazing.
I was fine until the t-shirt. The t-shirt broke me. That was the best.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
yeah, you can check out the full video with Sith and Roger on the Cranky Canadian. The Rewind if you want to learn
Yeah.
more about his music career.
God,
Get back out there.
holy Jesus.
Oh my god, that is great.
So we're gonna get into some news. We're gonna do some new segments. So first up, we do have some new stuff for me, from the Star Wars point of view. So check out this little video.
What is it, General?
That's right. So guys, this week we dropped, if you guys don't know, this past week Darth Vader #6 came out on screen for your viewing pleasure. Is the regular cover done by In-Hawk Lee, and the variant, which was the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. This week we had a new first appearance in comics, first appearance of Ochi of Bastion. And if you guys know, Ochi was the Sith assassin that you see in Rise of Skywalker, who killed Rey's parents. So this book is actually sold out. It's gone to probably about triple cover price. It actually did make a top 10 on CBSI's top 10 selling books of the week. So this is the cameo appearance of him on the last page. No spoiler alert other than this, but you do have up until Monday at midnight to get in your pre-orders for the next issue, which is Darth Vader #7, which comes out November 11th. So you got the first full appearance of Ochi. Now we do know he's not gonna die because he's been in this series now from the time of Darth Vader is still alive up until when he does kill Rey's parents. But you can still pre-order them. Darth Vader 7 on the left is the regular cover. On the right is the cover that I am getting. That is awesome with all the bounty hunters. If Otto is here, he definitely would be picking that one up as well. So that's a little bit of Star Wars comic news. And next up, we do have some information about Star Wars Rebel, the sequel. The sequel that is, and I read this online from our man over Corey Van Dyke. This is what we know. We know that everyone's asking about the Star Wars Rebel sequel. This is what he knows. It's animated, which is great. They keep it the same style. Our girls, Ahsoka and Sabine, are to star in it, and season 1 is already done. Of course, Disney is very tight-lipped on all the Star Wars stuff, so we probably will hear something. I'm thinking after Mandalorian season 2, because Roger, you watch Mandalorian, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're excited. We want to see Ahsoka.
Yes,
we want to see Sabine. So, what do you think could possibly be a time frame?
Here's my worry about this. So if they're going to announce an animated series, does that mean we're not going to get the live action one that we are hoping is going to happen? Is that are they going to put effort into doing both? I mean, I'm assuming that you were hoping for the same thing. Like we're going to see Ahsoka, and there's going to be a spin-off live action with her and Sabine, whether it's with Baby Yoda trying to find what's his name, the Jedi from Rebels.
Kanan? Oh, Ezra. You're talking about
Ezra. So that whether they're spending their time trying to find Ezra and getting Yoda to him or whatever it is, something with the two of them. Would this news put the kibosh on a live action? Do you think they could do both at different time?
You really never know. Again, this is all rumor milled, but from he's a reliable source. From what I've been reading, it's a possibility. Why can't they do live action? And also then animated, because we don't really know when this animated is going to come with COVID right now. They really want to do, from what I've read, as Dave Filoni is directing episode 5, which is his big directorial debut for The Mandalorian. So this is probably going to be the episode where he introduces Ahsoka and Sabine. So this could be our first and only on-screen appearance of them. We don't know how far that they're going to be in the series. So
I can't wait.
I'm excited. I'm super excited. First episode drops October 30th, day before my birthday. I'm pretty sure we have a live show planned for that. We may have to make it a little bit later because I'm sure we all want to watch it. What did Sith say?
I'm going to be on Spine Ticks in 2 weeks. He says he'll be sure to serve up some welcome clips.
All right. So that was a little bit of Star Wars news from myself.
I'm with you. I'm very excited for Mandalorian. I'm very excited to see Ahsoka. I mean, we already know she's going to be on the live action. So where they go with it, I mean, you saw somebody different in the clip. Baby Yoda was nobody knew anything about Baby Yoda. I mean, for them to be able to keep that under wraps. There's something coming in season 2. So whether it's Sabine, and as fans of Sabine, we're hoping that's it, or it's something else. Obviously, that girl in the clip for the Mandalorian coming up is somebody that that's going to be a big part of the season coming up.
Yeah, and we all hope it's Sabine because she kind of has that purple hair, and Sabine is that wild and outgoing, energetic character that we all know and love from 4 seasons of Rebels. So I'm excited. We're just going to be counting down the weeks until that episode airs and we see who that person really is. So
hopefully they do it in the first episode.
Well, like I said, I think it's episode 5 because Filoni's the one directing it. So next up, guys, Dave's got some stuff to show off. So Dave, it's on to you on the screen. What do we got?
I got some stuff. So the plethora of Amazing Spider-Man 49/850s have started to trickle in.
So confused.
So here's the first couple. So Mike Mayhew, these are KRScomics.com exclusives. These are beautiful. I love Mike Mayhew. He's the best. So trade dress. That's the one though. Virgin variant. I think it's
nice.
sick. I just love that he literally paints and airbrushes these. Like what? So these are dope. Next 3. These are from the store that shall not be named, and it's not Unknown Comics. It's the other one.
Oh, it's that other place.
It's the other one. So these are also Amazing Spider-Man 49/850s. These are Ron Lim exclusives. So your trade dress, your Virgin, I guess your Virgin variant, and then it also comes with this one.
Pretty.
That's cool.
Yes. So I didn't buy these from Comic Exposure, and they still managed to come messed up, which is awesome. So shout out Comic Exposure. Fucks. Up next was G.I. Joe. I forget which book this is, but it's an art germ and it's Baroness. So Google over it like I will.
That's nice, man.
And then next 2 I actually got from my 3MIB brother Nemesis Prime. So Uncanny,
that's right.
Uncanny X-Men 500. This is a Terry Dodson variant, which is
Very nice.
Balls. And then previews are hot right now, I guess. So previews at number, what is this? Issue 22. So this actually covers the first appearance of Silk, which is, kind of my thing.
Somewhere in there.
Somewhere.
You think?
And then the last couple. So this is a hot book right now. I actually won this in an auction. So Strange Academy number 1.
Oh, look
First
at you.
print. Oh, wait, hold on. And second print. And third print. And finally, fourth print.
Wow, you went to town.
Yeah, I got these for a steal. So press, clean, off to good old sunny Florida. And then the last one, Amazing Spider-Man 800 Signature Series, Adam Hughes. This is the convention exclusive, so very good stuff. Just say,
Nice,
So.
nice, man.
Sweet. That's all I got.
Dope.
Justin, we got a couple questions I think we need to field here.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me go back up to it. I did see them.
When do you
Oh, yeah.
guys think there'll be an Ahsoka comic book?
I'm gonna say once she appears more into the Marvel Disney Plus cinematic universe, or at least TV. I'm surprised she hasn't already.
I know they almost have to. Like, she's such a popular character, and surprised that she hasn't yet.
Yeah, I mean, you got, and then I saw, and the pressable defects question. You guys think Dr. Aphra? I will run and go grab all my copies of Dr. Aphra because I'm hoping. And when comics are not worth anything, and I'm sitting on like 15 of them, and
Right. So he's saying, do you think that the woman in the clip of the Mandalorian could be Dr. Aphra?
I don't think it is, because she's a wrestler, right? She's a WWE wrestler.
Yeah,
That was in that thing.
Sasha Banks or something like that.
Yeah, I think she's more Sabine.
You know what I don't understand? So if they were going to cast Ahsoka, why didn't they use the actress who did her voice on Clone Wars?
Because she's a young white girl, blonde.
Really? So if you wanted to make me African American in a movie, you could do so with CGI makeup and all sorts of stuff. But she's got the perfect build of Ahsoka.
But she's now young. She's now older. You have to think that this is after Return of the Jedi. So she's in her 40s.
I guess it's true. But you don't think that what you call it is a little too built for Ahsoka? Like, she's a big girl. She's tall. She's muscular.
She gets older. If this was Clone Wars era, I would say, I think Ashley Eckstein could play.
I thought she would have
her
been
in a Clone Wars movie, but I think Rosario Dawson will do a great job if they did her even in her Rebels attire or now post Return of the Jedi Mandalorian style. So
actually, I mean, that's right. She's going to be in her 40s at this point when she, in the Mandalorian.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. I definitely think Ashley Eckstein would have been great, but where we're getting Rosario Dawson and she's hot, and I think she'll do a great job. She looks very similar.
I believe she'll do a great job. I just don't think because she's gonna have makeup on. I mean, she's gonna have. I mean,
the hair.
So I don't think her skin complexion or what she looks like really matters in the casting. Other than she is a great actress, she does a great job in everything she's done, and it brings the credibility of an actress like that to the show.
Rosario hasn't aged. There you go. No. That gets it.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So next up, guys, a little bit of other news. We just saw for New York Comic Con virtual was last weekend. They did show off some stuff that we want to that they did premiere for the Marvel stuff. So they did show off the next series from Marvel, which is going to be you want to talk about this one, Raj? Claymation style.
Yeah. So it's Marvel on Hulu. It's MODOK. All right. And I don't know if anybody's watched this, and that's like Justin said, this claymation is I'm a huge fan of claymation. I love, like, back in the day with Wallace and Gromit and the Chicken Run, like the way they do that. This clip, if the show is all like this, I'm all in. This is funny as shit.
It was pretty funny.
Just like the 5-10 minutes where he's just like, he gets mad and he goes, I'm gonna kill you, and the guy's like, I'm gonna do your taxes, so he blows the guy's arm off, and the guy's like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought this coffee was for everybody. Like that kind of dry humor. And he goes home and he's got a kid that looks like his wife, he's got another kid that looks like him. And I did read some stuff online where people who like the MODOK character are like, this is baloney. You're making MODOK a goofball. Well, anybody that watched the Harley cartoon that was on Netflix, or I think it was on Netflix, wherever we watched it,
the DC Universe app.
DC Universe app. Okay, that was hysterical. It's great. It's written well. It's funny. What they do, the characters are great. It did not take away from Harley Quinn as a character. Nobody watched that cartoon and said, "Oh, now I can't." You made Harley look like an idiot, so I can't watch any movies with her in it. So I think the concept is the same with MODOK, like they did with Lego Batman or those type of movies. You didn't lessen who Batman was because you made a comedy with a Lego Batman. And I think that concept went with the Harley Quinn cartoon, which is hysterical. Don't watch it with your young kids. And I think that if this MODOK is anything like clip shows, I'm going to think that that's the same concept. Like you could still have MODOK in the universe somewhere as a serious character. It's not going to be taken away by this thing because it's something completely different in an entity that's a comedy, claymation comedy. And like I said, the 5-10 minutes that we saw from the Comic-Con clip, if the whole show's like that, I'm all in. I can't.
I did drop the link in the comments, guys. So if you want to check it out after, it's about a minute and a half. I agree with you, Roger. I think any of the characters, I liked a lot of the Harley Quinn characters. Like they made King Shark funny. They made Clayface. They brought Clayface like front and center. And having Alec Turgic, who's been in a ton of movies and he's in Doom Patrol season 1. He's a funny actor. I mean, he can play any role. And the fact that him playing as Clayface was just hilarious. Yeah. That was really the best thing about Harley Quinn. It really wasn't Harley Quinn. It was the surrounding people around it. So with MODOK, when you watch this trailer, you see his son, his daughter, you have the doctor, who is also in the Avengers video game, who is part of AIM and the AIM bots. Like
that's
them.
Right. They have the AIM bots and everything. Like everything's in there, like it's if you haven't seen it, you got to go watch it. Wait until we're done, then go watch it.
And then you can make, say if you like it or not. I know a couple people say, "Oh, I hate claymation." Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not really big into claymation, but you know what? If you like it and it's funny and makes you laugh, to be honest, I watched it the first time and like I watched half of it and I thought it was funny, and then I got to the other half and I was just like, But then I watched it again when you sent it, and I watched it fully, and I laughed the whole time. I think it's fun. I think it's gonna be funny.
Man from Beatdown. Who cares about MODOK other than spec people? If you came up to me and said you were a hardcore MODOK fan, I'd call bullshit.
100%.
I love it. But this is, like you said, I mean, for someone to come out and say, well, you're trivializing the character and he was, it's a Stan Lee Kirby character. You're making, there's, like I said, Batman, Lego Batman, the Harley Quinn cartoon. They can be both.
Yeah,
you can make something that's funny and claymation or animated, and you can also have them come into the the greater scheme of the movies.
Yeah.
Or
Dave, what do you think?
Whether it's streaming,
I mean, I think it's going to be funny. I also think we're kind of starved for content right now when it comes to superheroes. But no, I mean, I honestly think they're trying to connect it to the video game too, to kind of build up a little bit of steam with all of that. So I mean, I'll watch it. There's nothing else to watch, so why not?
And it's a Hulu. It's going to be on Hulu. It's something that Disney's going to be. You have the MODOK on Hulu. You're going to have Hellstrom on Hulu. So the more places that you could watch Marvel stuff, the better. We were big fans of Cloak and Dagger, right? And it was on Freeform. If you didn't have Freeform, you had to watch it on Hulu, like I did. You got the Runaways. Was another series, and that ended. But you and I were really big into Cloak and Dagger.
Cloak and Dagger. I freaking love that show. I don't even know. Like, are they going to come out with a third season? Are they going?
No, they completely stopped it after.
That's a shame. That was a
great
Runaways show.
Yeah,
it was an absolutely great show.
So next up, guys, this is something that very quickly we wanted to talk about. If you guys remember the 90s, for people who were collecting in the 90s, this guy, Colin Pendragon, posted a tweet that said, okay, hear me out. I think it's time for a new Marvel vs. DC Comics, and it should be written by Scott Snyder and Donny Cates. New crossovers would also be welcome. Thank you for listening. And he actually got some good replies from those two people. So Donny Cates said, I don't think anyone wants that to happen more than us. I know, I'm down. And Scott Snyder said second. So
let's do it.
Dave,
What I went for. Let's
Dave,
do it.
what do you think? Let's go with you. We'll go around the horn.
I'm in. I am in. Donnie's hot right now. Let Donnie start with something Spider-Man. I'm still pushing that into the universe. Come on over, buddy. Come on over. No. I mean, that would be awesome. I mean, I feel like anything those two guys touch just friggin' turns to gold. So it would be really, really cool to see, and it would be even better to read. So I'm all about it.
What about you, Raj?
Yeah, I'm anything that makes all that more interesting. Listen, I'll be the first one in line to watch Deadpool against Deathstroke. I'll be the first one in line, man. Let's do it. I think that's where they need to start. That's where they need to start, right there.
Yeah, I think nowadays, because you have more.
Yeah.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Dave?
So get Rob Liefeld involved.
Oh boy, that's right. That'll put the kibosh on.
Yeah. I think nowadays, because the writers are so different than they were in the 90s. When they did those crossovers in the 90s, it was really more I think it was more art. Like, when they did the JLA Avengers, it was like Avengers. Perez on the covers and the interiors. And they were okay. Some of those crossovers, like the Batman, Spider-Man's good. The Batman Daredevil was good, but none of them else really stand out. They're interesting, like Green Lantern and Silver Surfer. What's the one? It's like Galactus and Darkseid. But now, I mean, the way the writers can write now, man, I would love to see a lot of good, you could do like Suicide Squad and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Amazing cool. Murphinator says Darth Vader against Superman.
Jesus.
But but you also think the difference is now, Marvel's owned by Disney. It's a lot more corporate now. Can you imagine trying to get those two? And what is it? AT&T owns DC or whatever.
Yeah,
trying to get those two giant companies to say, you know what? Yeah, let's write some stuff. But if we come up with gold, how do we decide who owns it and who can put it in a movie?
No, I hear you. And another thing, speaking of Marvel news, so this was pretty funny. I don't know if you guys saw this, that Tom Holland, Jimmy Kimmel's teasing that he's going to be Kraven in Spider-Man 3 and his potential Marvel announcement. So this was on October 14th. He said, he tweeted out, thrilled to announce that I'm tapped to play Kraven the Hunter in Spider-Man 3.
That would be worse than the clown that plays Shazam. I love Jimmy Kimmel, but that would be a terrible casting.
At the end of the day, it's not going to happen. He's just trolling. It's funny, but it is what it is. But something that we do have real more, information on is, and this was talked about on, Lords of the Long Box over at Geekosity. Mikey Sutton's, his scoop is Ned, who we know who is Peter Parker's very good friend, who has gone through a huge weight loss, as you guys can see. And he's, going to be possibly playing Hobgoblin. And I mean, I don't know if it's going to happen. It's a possibility. We all know that when movies start getting into the, more than one villain, they're not that good, right?
Right.
So, what do you guys think?
I mean, the other thing is I mean, if they're doing it to follow comic books, then they're going to do it for one movie. And I mean, Ned was brainwashed. He wasn't actually the Hobgoblin. So what are you going to do? Like, bring him in for one movie and then kill the dude? Like, wouldn't it make more sense for future movies to actually make the Hobgoblin the actual Hobgoblin, other than something that was kind of like a story arc, and then the Hobgoblin killed him because he wasn't brainwashed anymore? And
you also got to remember this is a Sony Spidey movie, so.
Oh, that's true. It might happen now. I forget. I didn't even think about that. So if it's Sony, that's probably the direction it's going to go in.
Yeah. I mean,
What
Would
is
it
up,
be-
BLC?
I mean, I'll take it at its purest form. Would it be awesome to see Hobgoblin in a movie?
Yes.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It would be amazing.
Yeah.
But I mean, Raj, I'm in your camp too, just in the sense of where does it go? So I mean, I
really do think that in the grand scheme of things, eventually Sony's not going to have the rights anymore. I think that altogether in whatever universe they're in, they want to do the Sinister Six correctly. They want to do it right. They want to do it right the first time. So when you're introducing villains, whether you're bringing villains from, all three Spider-Verses, all three Spider movies, if you bring back, the original Doc Ock, if you bring back the Vulture, they all had some of those Sinister Six in there. You bring back Mysterio. If you have that as a grand plan, you can't just say, you know what, let's make a movie and just throw the Hobgoblin in there and make Ned him, and we'll just use it as a throwaway. I think I think they've learned from the past that if you don't have a plan for the future or a bigger plan than just that one movie, that they don't do as well. And Marvel's proven that. DC's proven that because, they don't do as well as Marvel for what reason? They didn't have a grander plan or grand scheme of how things were going to end up. They started making movies. They just started making movies and said, let's see what we can go from here, where Marvel had a plan from the beginning.
Yeah. Well, even if you look at Sam Raimi's original Spider-Man, the first one, Green Goblin, if you really watch that movie, he's very evil. Yeah. And, you got to think that was early 2000s. If they could do the same thing now and really make Hobgoblin a character, and he's a very evil character as well, he's almost more of like a horror character than Green Goblin is. So I don't know. I mean, I could see it, but I can't see him really taking full force of the movie. Like, it's going to be, he's going to be a background villain. And like I said, I hate that background villain because that ends up ruining the movie for more times than not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it happened in one of the other Spider-Man movies where you had Shocker thrown in there for like 4 seconds, and it's just like, well, cool. Like, we wasted one of the biggest.
Or why did you need Sandman with them?
Yeah.
There was no reason to have Sandman in that movie.
Nope.
They did such a great job with Venom. It would have been fine on its own. You could have done more with Venom, and you had Sandman in there just to throw him in there?
Well, look at, it's the same thing with Batman and Robin. You had Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, and Bane. Like, those are great characters who can all be their own movie. But Joel Schumacher had to ruin it. Final Batman, and it was just like awful.
The Riddler with Two-Face. Like, why did you put them together?
It's almost,
and JLS got it. The Rhino.
Yeah, that was terrible. It's almost like these folks, like, they have too much to work with. I mean, think about it. Batman and Spider-Man, two greatest rogue galleries in all of existence. And instead of just like staying in your lane as far as what the script is, you're trying to bring in too much, and it just muddies the water. Is it cool to see, but does it work from a story perspective? 9 times out of 10, probably not.
Right. And I think it more so for individual movies. Like, Marvel was able to pull off a shitload of characters together because they led up to it. You didn't just make a movie and all of a sudden have Ant-Man with, this person, it was like it led up to it. And then they had their movie, The Avengers, that were all together. And, I think those earlier movies, like you said, for you to take Venom and put him with Sandman, or you're ruining characters, like, why did they put Rhino in at the end? That was terrible.
Oh, they asked him too.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah,
he was in the beginning scene, and then he was in the end scene. That's pretty much how it was.
Literally 15 seconds, and the suit was awful.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you might as well just play the Spider-Man PlayStation 4 game then. I mean, that was a better storyline than.
That was amazing. I still play that to this day.
Was that video games?
My god, it's so good.
You should just go on YouTube and you can just watch Spider-Man 4.
Is that the Wii box? What is that? What is that you guys are playing?
PlayStation 4.
Sega Genesis.
Yeah, and then the Miles one that comes out in a few weeks, in a month. They've already shown off that you fight Rhino. He's like the first boss you fight, so we're all looking forward to that.
Goodbye, world, when that comes out. Goodbye.
That's a movie?
No.
The game.
Oh.
I know you're behind on the times, Roger. I know Atari 2600 is.
The last game I played was NHL 94.
I mean, hey, great game.
Dude, 94 was a good year for NHL, Madden.
Madden was great too.
Yeah, well, Canadians won the cup in '93, so they were the best team in NHL '94. You know, and that's where they really got the fighting going. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
That's funny. So another thing. So guys, this is going to be something that I'm going to be dropping over the next probably, I guess, I'd say few weeks, probably 1 to 2 videos a week. I'm going to be doing my top 10 slabbed comics in my collection by decades. Earlier this year, I did all the variant comics. I did my top 50. This time around, I'm doing my top 10 per decade. And since the 40s, and there was only a few in the 40s, I combined the first set. So you'll be seeing the first video drop next week. I'm going to be doing 60s, 70s, 80s, all the way up until today. It's really cool. It was a lot of fun picking these books. I'll tell you, once I started getting to like the 60s through the 80s, and I had like 20 and 30 books in there, I really had to trim them down. But these are really going to be fun videos if you're, looking at some really old books. So be sure to check that out soon, coming on 3 Men in the Basement. We do also want to talk about some future stuff. And by future stuff, we mean future state from the Justice League. So DC just announced their solicitations for coming up in January, which is, the tail end of the Dark Knight's Metal 2. We're really excited about this, guys. Future State Justice League. We have 6 all new Justice Leaguers taking over. If you guys have not read, we'll kind of go through it. Right in the middle, we have John Kent taking over as Superman. You have Sojin Mulin as the Green Lantern. If you guys are reading Far Sector, which I am, I think it's absolutely great. You have Jamal Campbell doing the art. He did the art for Naomi. Big fan of that. We don't know who Batman is. They did say that the Flash is someone from the multiverse, still not revealed. In the top left, you do have Aquaman's daughter. And just to give you a little bit of a spec, Aquaman's daughter was first appeared in Aquaman 57 of the Rebirth. So if you want a book to buy, that's her first appearance. And then our newest character is Yara Flor, who is a Brazilian Wonder Woman.
Get
it. Our man Dave is the biggest Wonder Woman fan.
I'm in, man.
She's got big hips.
Yes, she does.
So she is a Brazilian Amazonian. So tell us what you think about this, Dave.
I mean, I still have to catch up on all the Dark Knight's death metal stuff, but I'm just a big Wonder Woman fan as it is, and once I finally finished Spider-Man, I'm going to start going after the older Wonder Woman issues. But no, I think it's going to be interesting. I'd like to know more on the backstory on her and how she kind of comes into it. But I guess we'll eventually get to that over the next, couple weeks and couple months. So, but no, I'm in. Let's do it.
Yeah, and I guess we could talk more about the Justice League.
Because the future state's not just the Justice League. I think. We got to make sure everybody understands that the entire DC is revamping. I don't know if you want to say revamping, but they're changing directions with all the stories after this death metal finale, which comes in January. Once that story is over and you have all the different Earths and everything like that. It's not just Batman has new stories. Superman's going to have new stories. Justice League, Teen Titans, they're revamping all these stories. They're making, new monthly miniseries. And I think they're giving themselves an opportunity to that's the word I'm looking for. To
re-energize?
Not only re-energize, but recreate these characters. Like you said, a Brazilian Wonder Woman. There's, we've already seen in the comic industry that the things that are hot are the comic industry is starting to veer towards bringing in minority characters. Miles Morales blew the hell up. Miss Marvel is going nuts right now. Like, how easy is it to find the first appearance of Miss Marvel? Silk is next in it. You have an Asian Spider Woman. Now you have a Brazilian Wonder Woman. There's Monica Chang, the other Black Widow is coming out. So it's not just DC, it's Marvel. So, those little, people out there speculating that says, are we going to get an African-American Batman? They haven't shown who he is. Is he going to be an African American Batman? Is Superman going to be reintroduced at some point as Calvin Ellis, the African American Superman that was in Action Comics #9? Like, I think they're giving themselves an opportunity to reshape their DC universe in ways that they couldn't before because of this whole death metal storyline that's bringing all that into play.
Well, they've also slimmed down the I guess the run overall. I mean, you're not getting these like outlier characters anymore where they have their own book. They're kind of coming back to center with, the Trinity, have, all of your supporting characters, your Green Lanterns, whatever the case may be. So, it's good. I mean, I think it's good for DC. I mean, does it suck that, you're losing a lot of those other supporting characters? Sure. But, I'm willing to give it a chance. Why not?
Yeah, the only thing that frustrates me is I want to give it a chance, but I don't know what books to buy to keep the story straight.
Yeah.
Like
well, you pick your favorite. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't.
Just to me, you would think it would incorporate everything, but I did that with Metal, and then next thing you have to buy all these other books to keep the story straight. I'm hoping DC doesn't do that. Like, if I want to read about the Justice League, keep the story there. If I want to read about Batman, keep the story there. And I'm hoping that's what they do. I don't want to get to the end of a Justice League book and say, story continued in Batman #3. Like, sakes,
if you're gonna read King in Black, you're gonna hate that then, Raj.
Oh man, I saw the solicitation.
I saw that list on that.
That is bad. You know what the thing is with Marvel and DC? Marvel has the you have the Avengers, and then realistically, their teen version is kind of like the Champions now, and that's kind of their main book. Like, there's no Teen Titans. So with Justice League, the way they're doing this is as their future self or future state, because that's what it's called, is you're getting a grown-up Aquaman's daughter. You're getting these new characters like the Wonder Woman. We don't know who Flash is. We still don't know who Batman is.
Philly Warren said it could be Luke Fox.
Yeah, it could be Luke Fox. It could be Duke Thomas, who was introduced in the New 52, who became Signal. So everyone's kind of guessing of who it's going to be. Again, with Far Sector, the book, you got Joe, who's the Green Lantern in that. So I think it's really good to see this group because it's not a Teen Titans. Because Teen Titans has never been like the lower version of the Justice League. It's always just been characters, because you always had like Raven and Starfire and Cyborg. But with this it's real characters who are now mature enough to be in the Justice League. So it's it's the uniting the 7, even though there's only 6. So I'm excited for Future State. I definitely will pick up the Justice League. As far as the Batman books, they did show off a Nightwing book, so I don't think Nightwing is, is Nightwing still going to be Dick?
Looks like he's going to have his own story with some souped up apparel or something. He said.
And I don't know if we know this, but does Punchline go away after the one shot?
I guess, depending on how it does, and maybe it'll, we'll get an ongoing, but we don't have an ongoing for Harley.
Yeah,
we have a lot of books that ended. Batgirl ended.
I think you'll see Punchline. I don't think they can get rid of her. I mean, you've created a character and you've made her to stay. She might not have a series, like you said. Harley Quinn stopped. Harley Quinn's not going anywhere. You're gonna see her again.
Nope.
Will be interesting.
Danny Barr's got it. Thanks for playing with my feelings, Tom.
Long time friend of the show.
Yeah.
Long time friend of the show.
Oh boy.
Thunderhouse says, for the Batman book written by John Riley.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. I was only reading. That it is Luke Thomas. All right. So if it's Luke Fox, I mean that's fine. I mean, we've already seen a lot of covers. I mean, if you go on Instagram and you just type in the Yara Floor hashtag, there's a ton of variants. Jenny Frazone's got one.
Jenny,
that one looks hot.
There's a ton.
And Huck Lee's got one.
That's a good question, Philly. Like, diversity can be a good thing, but will people embrace them? If people are reading these stories, if the stories are good, I think any comic fan's going to embrace it as long as the story is good.
Yep.
If you're making books that have diversity just for the sake of having diversity, that it's not going to last. Nobody's going to give a shit about these characters because the stories are bad.
Yeah,
But
it's not genuine.
If you're writing good stories that include, diversity and bringing in these minority characters, nobody's going to give a crap if Batman's African American, Chinese, or he's Canadian, or they don't really care as long as the story's good and he's kicking ass, right?
Yeah,
there you go.
Green Lantern's been everything. He
Yeah.
went from white to black. On Earth 2, if you guys read the New 52, he was a gay. There's all it's fine. I think that's really the one that I'm looking forward to is just the Justice League itself. I want to see it's Aquaman's child is his daughter. We've seen other characters from Aquaman grow up. We had Aqualad. You had Dolphin, who's in his main series in Rebirth. So we don't know who Flash is. It could be even a girl. Flash could be a girl. You don't know. It could be Jesse Quick, but there's a lot of I'm going to try to find a big image online that did show off the big future state. So if you guys want to talk real quick so I can find this.
Yeah. Existential, you got it right. Didn't Tom King show up at an after show and Otto didn't know who he was?
That's exactly that. We were at Comic-Con, for those who don't know the story. We were at Terrificon at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. Dave was there, Justin was there, and we set up in the hotel. Every floor at the casino has almost what looks like a little living room. We set up the cameras, we set up the lights. We had been at the con all day. We did a live show. We had some random people get off the elevator. There was wasn't there a bridal party or
bachelorette party?
Bachelorette party that came through. Wanted to know what the hell we were doing. We almost got him on his camera. Tom King got off the elevator and Everett just being Everett, like, hey, bud, did you go to the con today? He's like, yeah, I might have been there.
Well, I might have been signing a lot of books.
Yeah, and I just remember Justin and Gary look at each other going, that's effing Tom King, dude.
Well, and then Darkseid Jedi baited Otto into asking Tom who his favorite artist was.
And he said, yes. And Everett's first question to him was, growing up, who was your favorite artist? And he looked at him with crazy eyes. He's like, well, I'm not much of an artist, so. I mean, you couldn't beat it. The guy, he goes, I came up here to get some Advil. He goes, Clayman is downstairs with his wife waiting to go out to dinner. Now I'm on your effing YouTube show. And the best part of the whole night when he's like, this is great. He goes, hey, guys, don't watch. Fucking subscribe. So
how haven't we screen grab that yet?
I know.
Yeah, actually, I think I was backstage talking with Sith about that before the last Cranky Canadian. That's what he said. He goes, "How did you not grab that?" I think we need to do that.
We'll go back into the archives
and make that our like the Pressable Defects had telling you to watch Pressable Defects, or he was going to
Tyrone,
yeah. That we got Tom King.
So I found the to segue back into the future state. So this is the huge image that they have for future state. Now there's a lot of characters on here we know. There's a lot of characters on here we don't know. So, of course you have the Wonder Womans, you have grifters in there. There's a few. I mean, unfortunately it's a blown up picture, so it's got a lot of Supermans, but Catwoman's in there, Harley Quinn's in there, but I don't know who, and even like the Legion's in there. Who's the guy in the middle with the sword? Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, they're bringing in a Teen Titans Go villain. She's actually right behind. He's actually right behind.
Mr. X.
Yeah, Mr. X.
That's interesting.
I know that from my kids. I was like, oh my god, look at that.
Swamp Thing's gonna be a part of this thing too.
Yeah, his storyline looks really cool. To be honest, I definitely want to read that. Even the character in the bottom right, like that's a girl that she looks like she's got a Flash costume. So
a 4 on her chest.
No, it's the lightning bolt.
Yeah, she a reverse Flash.
She's another. Like she's another Flash character who's gonna be introduced. I think the character above her is Bumblebee or I think that's Bumblebee.
It's a Transformer.
Well, she's like Wasp, but she's part of that. So. I definitely think there's a lot of characters that are going to be introduced in this, and we'll see if they stick, and we'll see really what happens. But I'm pretty excited for Future State. So
they've given themselves an opportunity to do whatever the hell they want. They can reform any character, bring in any character. You know, like I said, I haven't been reading the death metal. I'm hoping that it will quickly come out on trade paperback so I can read the whole story and bring me up to date. But I'm with you. I'm going to be getting the Justice League. That's going to be my pick at the LCS. And hopefully there's not too many shots off of that I have to buy too.
No, definitely. I was just tagged by Sith Lordly, so he says we're throwing shots at him. For anybody who's new, who didn't see the video before, we're just going to real quickly play Sith Lordly's video. Rewind on Cranky Canadian. Shout out to Spine Ticks. You guys want a little fun video real quick?
You always see like a movie or there's a music exec who has a gold record. Your boy Sith actually has 4 gold records from my time in the music business for 500,000 records sold. I used to be in the music industry, and I used to work on the, managing talent and that sort of thing.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red? And what the hell is on Joey said? This is where I grew up.
Oh man,
that T-shirt.
The T-shirt. The T-shirt gets me.
As soon as the two of them are holding up a T-shirt,
he was out there giving out albums and vinyls.
Oh,
damn, Sith, you were a good promoter, man. You're an absolute great promoter. Man. Unfortunately, Otto's not here to see these great videos. I'm sure maybe he's watching at home or where he's out in the Speed Force. But guys, unfortunately, we don't have any CGC unboxings. Guys, do you have anything else in the chat? If not, we could really just talk about what's coming up for 3 Men in a Basement.
I want to show these couple books because I have a question about them that I want to pick your brains about. So I bought these two at an auction. I got the Miles Morales.
Ooh, nice. Very nice.
That's cool.
On the label, yeah, it's CBCS. It says Peter Parker revealed to be alive. Okay.
Boom. Boom.
Okay. So I bought the two of these. Now, the gentleman who was selling it made a comment, and I thought it only was exclusive to the Spider-Man #1. So I misunderstood. But on the label, it says top layer of digital code sticker removed.
Yeah.
They both say that.
Okay.
So my thing is I'm going to have these cracked and submitted to CGC. And I know I reached out and asked you guys, and I asked Erod, who's pretty familiar with these kind of things. If I send that out to CGC, does it come back a different color label?
Nope.
And everybody said no, it'd still be blue, but it will say the same thing on it. The top layer of the code is missing, of the sticker. Okay.
Yep.
Silk drops, right? The book blows up. Does that book worth less money than one that doesn't have that on the label? Does that sticker, the top layer of how does it say again? Top digital layer code. Of digital code sticker removed. Does that matter to anybody?
If you're going to list it online, well, let's just look at it this way. If you're going to crack it, you're probably going to press it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So and this is how I would look at it. If it came back a 9.6, which you're hoping it, grades up, possibly a 9.8. If it grades up, and you sell it, as long as you tell people about it and someone pays probably what's asking price on a 9.6 or a 9.8, who cares?
Yeah.
Because someone's just happy to have it in a 9.8. Those things expire. They're not.
Yep.
So do you think CGC, excuse me, like Maddie says here, do you think CGC will use that when they determine the grade?
I don't know. It's a good question to have a CGC grader on.
I mean, I don't know how often this happens. I didn't even know that was a possibility. I figured it was, I didn't even know there was a sticker for the digital code. I thought it was just printed on the book. And you got
then everybody would.
Everybody would do it. Yeah, I guess that's right.
Yeah, I hate
Dave,
that.
What are your thoughts?
My initial thoughts are I hate those goddamn stickers because I press books and they're a pain in the ass.
We'll help you
But, but I mean, I don't know. I have one. I'm still gonna send it in.
What if you were buying one? Would you, as a collector, would you pay the same amount for one that says it's missing a sticker?
If it was a 9.8, I honestly wouldn't give a shit. So that's how I feel. 9.8's a 9.8. Prove me.
Right.
Prove it.
As long as there's no restoration or
Yep.
you know,
Blue label
a
9.8.
signature that's not verified, right? If you get a blue label 9.8 and it says the top sticker's missing, who the hell cares?
Yeah. It's not like you're popping the book open for the digital code and you're gonna go reading online. Like, no, you're not doing that. So
They're expired anyway.
yeah.
I mean, they are even like I just saw that a Justice League 31, the combo pack sold for like $300 raw. That combo pack is not worth. It's just a different cover. It was somewhat harder to get, but the combo pack code is no longer valid. That book came out in 2014. It's 6 years later. Like,
Yeah,
none of those books have that code or worth it. So,
man from Beantown, you see that? Did you guys?
Stickers.
Stickers like MODOK, nobody cares.
That sounds like a t-shirt.
yeah, definitely.
And
Comics has, he kind of, I guess it's kind of the new Marvel value stamp, but you could peel them off and put them right back on. Like, I've done it. I've typed it in or took a picture of the code and put it right back on. You would never notice.
I have another 9.8 of that silk, so I'll send it in, see what happens, and when the movie drops and the thing blows up, I'll see what happens.
Stack them up. Stack them up.
I got this guy here showing off because I love to show when I add to my ASM 300 collection. So just a couple more.
Boom.
This guy
Sounds sick.
The version came in a top loader. I think this may have came from the company that Dave hates.
I hate them so much.
Oh, nice. I remember that one. Yeah, I told you about that.
All three of these
Thank them Sanctorum, right?
Yeah, all three of these came in top loaders.
Yeah, I like them. I order
really
from
nice. Oh, that one's really nice. I like that one.
That is badass.
That's cool.
Yeah, I love my ASM 300s.
Oh.
Beautiful stuff, man.
Nice.
Sweet.
I was actually I do have one thing to show off because it's staring at me in the front, so I'll throw it on me. If you guys follow Very Gary Comics, he did a video on this, and of course, here's Dave. You want to throw down the good old Alice for this?
Sure.
Throw down.
he's on his way, folks. There he goes.
There we go. So here's the newest thing that Gary did. So here is Marvel's Upper Deck.
Oh, look at that.
Spider-Gwen
for everybody.
So there's that one, and it's pretty cool. I like it on the back because it has her first
appearance.
Nice. Yeah, it tells you what her first appearance is. But this one's really awesome. This is Marvel Flarium from 2019. This is dope. That is Peach Momoko.
Peach.
Really?
I should actually take it out of the top loader, but I'm not gonna. But yeah, so yeah. I'm going to tell you, this is probably the best Peach I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And that's not because I'm also a Spider-Gwen fan, but yeah, that's my newest little rabbit hole thing. So I started looking on eBay and I found these pretty cheap. So just something cool, something new to pick up in the collection.
Pretty cool.
Stupid Gary and his boxing things. Oh, wait. Someone just joined. I think we have an intruder.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, look at this guy.
Oh, there he is.
What's up? I just wanted to jump in real quick. Wish I could be here with you guys live. You guys have been killing it. But I just want to say what's up, everybody. I miss you guys. I had some personal things going on in my life, but I'm going to stay backstage. I'm going to let you guys run the show. All right.
Well, don't you have some? I know you're here real quick. Do you have something to give away? I think
I did. I had a mystery box. So while I'm here, I should give it away. All right. Hold on a second.
Yeah, jump. You're here.
All right. Hold on.
We can, we were going to sign off, but you're here and it's always good to see you. So
yeah, man.
Man from Beantown, I'm not sure I have enough of them. And before I went to Guinness, I would have to get all the European variants. and that's a whole other rabbit hole that I'm.
Those are so goddamn expensive.
Oh, the German one, the Italian one's the best with the black cover.
What about German?
The
German version of the ASM 300.
All right, so I put together this box, you guys. I want to. It's not a boxed Heroes box, but I use it as a box. I'm going to give this away. I'll show you the first, and this thing is stuffed. The first book in this box, I'll show you what it is, just to give you an idea.
Oh,
Is one of these. Okay, so I took my time. I put it in there. I loaded this thing up.
Show it off again. So I got you on the big screen real quick.
All right, there we go.
So Otto's going to be given
nice.
Yeah. So we're going to put this in here
and here. In that box is a crisp $100 bill, right?
No, but it's worth over $100. So if you were to then sell it, you would make more than $100. So I think that's pretty good. All right, so let's give this away. And if you win, DM me on Instagram.
Wow, these guys are starting bids. They want to
Jeff Silversmith's at 100.
No, Jeff, I don't want anybody. I don't want anybody. Trust me.
There's
no Nickelback.
There's a Nickelback CD in there.
All right.
That appreciated it just now.
Oh, really? But I really don't have a question. I don't know what to let's see. What can we do to give it away? You guys have any thoughts? I mean, I'm just jumping in.
We could just do a number.
Yeah, let's do a number. Okay.
All right. So real quick, we're gonna put the number. We'll put the number in the private chat.
Yeah.
So we're gonna check the private chat.
Then I'm gonna put a starting line.
I'm gonna put the number. Or Otto, yeah.
You got the line?
I got the. Well, here's the number in the private chat. You guys see it?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Hold on.
Otto, we're gonna use Otto's number. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Otto's number.
All right. So I'm gonna start the starting line, and then once you guys see the starting line.
All right, you're gonna do the starting line?
Yeah.
Okay.
Starting line, and I'll tell you, it's one. We're gonna do, since we have 62 people in here, we're gonna do 1 to 75. How about that?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
1 to 75.
We're an auto mystery box.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right, you guys. We're gonna check on
starting lines up,
and
all four of us are gonna watch this.
All right, here we go.
Oh yeah.
Get all those numbers.
Look at them go.
It's an important number for Otto.
Oh, I got it.
Got it. Amazing Murphinator. Number 8.
Murphinator.
Right. The boy Otto was born June 8th.
Amazing.
All right.
All right.
The kid was born.
The year the kid was born. That's right. June 8th. All right.
It says all the time.
Awesome. When a kid was born June 8th. I won't even tell you the year, but it's going to be a big one next year. So, guys, I'm jumping off. Murph, hit me up with your address in the on Instagram, and I'll get this off to you. Thank you very much, guys. You had a great show. I can't wait to watch this on the rewinds. Should be a lot of fun. But everybody in the chat, I'll see you. So, guys, I'll talk to you backstage.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Peace out. All right, guys. That's I think we had a great show tonight. You know, Autoless, we found him in the Speed Force. Yeah. So, you know, with some parting words, Dave, what do you got going on your channel?
Yeah, no, great night, good stuff, guys. Always appreciate it. My 300 subscriber giveaway video posting tomorrow with the winner. So definitely stay tuned for that. Onward,
please sub up, guys, to David.
Yeah, onward and upward to
drop your link in the chat, man.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. Onward and upward to 400, and that's all I got. Thanks, boys.
All right. Cranky Canadian, what do we got?
Monday, 7 p.m., episode 10 of the Cranky Canadian, live with Gomez the Collector. Being the 10th episode, I'm going to have some giveaways, so you don't want to miss that. Make sure it's a great warm-up for Monday Night Football. You go on here, 7 to 8, then go right to watching Monday Night Football. I've had a blast doing the show. We've had a lot of great guests, a lot of great content, and you can see from the Sith Lordly video that was there. If you're not familiar with the Cranky Canadian, it's a way for you to learn things about the comic community that they're not able to share on their page because everybody's trying to keep things relevant, new books, new pickups, all that stuff. So give people a platform to get to know them and share things that they don't normally get to share on their own channel. So episode 10, like I said, we're going to have some good giveaways. Make sure everybody checks out all the friends of the channel, the NY Warriors, Very Gary, Lords of the Long Box, Keep It Thorough, Joker, M21, Erod, Pressable Defects. Spine Ticks, Pressable Defects. Congratulations on the 1,000 subscribers again.
Yep.
This has been a great show. We had a lot of great talk. And it's always fun to have live shows. I definitely like the live shows and the chat, and I appreciate everybody in the chat. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, so when we put content, Justin's got a bunch of videos to share, Everett's got some stuff, guest appear, and then you make meme clips of them. Yeah, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Because I believe Sith Lordly started that, because the memes started coming from your show when 3 Men in the Basement / Pressable Defects made an appearance, and we've been on your show ever since. So
I think we should leave the people with
start something that you don't want to continue, my friend.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate everybody that's watched us and everybody that watched on the rewind. Catch Cranky Canadian Monday, 7 p.m. It's going to be a good time.
Nice. And I have, again, guys, my first video next week is dropping for my top, doing decades for top 10 slabs. So next week, next Wednesday, you'll see the top 10 combined 40s and 50s in my collection. And then after that, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and today. So be sure to look out on that. Guys, it's been a great show. Of course, to my brothers, 3 Men in the Basement, and everybody else, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. And we're going to leave you with our man, Sith Lordly, telling you about his previous job that he used to do on the Cranky Canadian. Bye, guys. It's been fun. Peace out.
Peace.
You always see like a movie or there's a music exec who has a gold record. Your boy Sith, actually has 4 gold records from my time in the music business for 500,000 records sold. I used to be in the music industry, and I used to work on the, managing talent and that sort of thing.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it,